going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Today, as you can tell, things are a little different coming into this video. What you witnessed there was a little peek, if you will, at a track by the band Leveler. Alright, it's called Perfect Prison. Go check them out. You can find them on Bandcamp and a few other places. It's kind of like metalcore with a little bit of melodic death metal kind of swirling in there. Some breakdowns, some talent. The guys are stupid good. And when the guitar players, Kyle Augustine, let me borrow this. Alright. So this is the Driftwood Purple Nightmare preamp. It also has a 2-watt amp built into it, so you can run directly out to a cab, which is the way that I'm going to use it today. So there's not going to be nothing. Just this in my Arachnid cab and nothing else. So no noise gate, no nothing. We're just going to plug into this and we're going to go ham with it. So if you're familiar with the Purple Nightmare, with this you kind of have everything but the noise gate. If you have the deluxe version of the Purple Nightmare. You have the rumble, you have the sharp, you have the sizzle, which is all stuff that you get on your Purple Nightmare. You also have the TS overdrive, and you have all the controls that would normally be on it. You can do high power, low power, which is a nice touch for a preamp that's tube driven, because usually it's either onto channels or you're stuck with basically full gorilla dick and calling it good, right? You have your normal controls, you know, your master, your bass, your mid, your treble, and your gain. It's all very simple. You have a foot switch, you can turn your tube screamer on and off, and you can also turn the preamp on and off, which is great for using this to put through your effects loop or through the front of your amp. Technically, if you go through front of house, you could gig with just this. Alright, now I did cheat. I plugged into it because, long story short, because I seem to create, I don't know, I am really good at getting something by Driftwood into my hands and breaking it. I don't know how I do it. It's a gift. It really is. But yeah, if it says Driftwood on it, for some reason I gotta break it before it works, right? And thank God, Merrick, he is a sweetheart. He's a very smart guy, and you can buy Driftwood and feel extremely confident in your purchase, because that man stands behind everything. Everything that I have got my hands on him either messed up or showed up messed up or whatever, this dude has had no problems. He's taken everything back. He's fixed it. He probably does not like me because I'm like the hand of death for his toys. But really, at the end of the day, like you guys, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I got my mini Nightmare and I hated it because it sounded like shit. And he immediately was like, my amps don't sound like shit. And he pretty much demanded that I sent it out to Germany to him. He did a couple tweaks to it, fixed a couple things in it, and I love that amp now. It sits right there. And I was going to sell it. It was on the chopping block. I already had a buyer lined up for it and everything. And I got it back from him and it sounded good. And I was like, oh, I'm not getting rid of this. It sounds phenomenal. You know? This is essentially that amp minus, or at least my version of the amp anyway, minus the noise gate. So for your connections, as you can see, there's plenty of them there. The only thing that's not on there that I think could make this even more versatile would be a XLR out, but you don't really need it with what you have. So you have your input, your amp input, your effects loop, send and return, your out, and your 2-watt out to cab. It's powered by a 12-volt DC, which make sure you have the correct power supply. It's finicky, and it doesn't come with one. Being where it's finicky, the complaint that I would have, and it's no slight or anything, but the price you pay for this, it should come with a power supply. Especially where having the wrong power supply or even the right power supply but not the right power supply everything was right. The voltage, the amps, everything was right, and it still ended up getting fried out. So I think he figured out why it happened, and I think moving forward he's changing them so that will never happen again. He said something about that's why he wanted to get it back, to figure out what happened. Like, he wants to know what happened because he wants his product to be really good, and what he charges and the technology that's in them, you have to respect that. All right. So again, we're gonna go in. We'll give you the OnlyFans version, the little porno shot. I'm gonna play you a little more leveler because one, the band is awesome, and Kyle was super nice to send me out his toy, and his toy has been gone from him for a very long time. Dude, I'm so sorry. I got the same fucking thing fried out. Then I had to go to Germany, and then of course the holidays. I've been busy. This dude is a saint. He's not even upset that I still have his toy. And yeah. See, just do me a solid. Go check his band out. If you like the heavy stuff with a little bit of talent and some really ear-catching hooks and stuff, it's awesome stuff. It really is. And they're brilliant musicians. They play amazing. And if you're the type that's into like cool shit like Aristides guitars, Arachnid cabs, you like some Driftwood stuff, those guys all endorse those products and use them proudly. So if you're into that type of stuff, go support them just because they're supporting these smaller companies that are considered boutique. And they're all doing it because they love the equipment. All right? Very cool. I'm going to hook this up. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of leveler and a closer look at this. All right? See you in a jiffy.
I never loved you. You were the ocean in my life. Yeah, a cage with all the comforts of I feel myself the perfect prison. A state where I'm always at. I feel myself the perfect prison. I've been touched my footsteps, made of every disappointment. The place right behind me, tearing me to death. I choose instead to dissect my own flesh, 'cause my best is never enough. A cage with all the comforts of I feel myself the perfect prison. A state where I'm always at.
What's going on, man? All right, so yeah, this thing just smokes. It just does. So I'm just gonna do a quick little run through for you. I'm gonna kill all the switches here. We are on the low power right now. That's what it sounds like in the room. So, turn the mic off and we'll just let you hear what it sounds like through the super duper awesome Arachnid cab. I have a DB77 mic'd up right now. So yeah, that is pretty much everything right on noon. In the we're not really getting after it. So that is literally with the gain on half. Now we're gonna make it so we can turn on the tuba Eskrima. Show you the difference between that. As you can tell, she's a little noisy, but a simple noise gate, problem fixed. We all have noise gates, right? I almost would want to pay like an extra whatever dollars to have the noise gate built into it, just because I think that having all in one with the preamp would be nice, but still, like I said, we all have noise gates, right? Alright, so we're going to play with the Sizzle. Right now, the Sizzle switch is all the way down. So hold on there, Sizzle chest. We're going to be right on it. All right, so we're still in the low gain mode. So we're gonna tweak with this a little bit, because Jesus, I don't even know if we need to go. We're gonna go to high gain. Don't you worry. But let's see what we could do here to kind of thud her up a little bit. How about we kill that, add a little of that, put a little more of that into it. Yeah, let's see what that does. So, as you can tell, we do not need the high gain. We just don't. I'm sorry, but don't. The low gain setting is more than enough. But it's the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. So we're gonna take a nutshell and we're just gonna start breaking beer cans with them. Sort of like that chick with the big old fake titties does, but we do it with our big old fucking grape nuts, you know what I'm saying? Grape ape? Alright. Let's go to... Actually, just for contrast, because I'm even interested in this myself. Alright, here we go. My God. That kicks ass. Yep. It kicks ass. I don't know what else to say. It kicks ass. Just like that kicks ass. Driftwood just fucking kills it, man. And I can't stress it enough. Yes, there's people like me that put videos out when something goes wrong, but I'm transparent and I'm honest, and I'm not going to stop doing that for anybody. But I always will say this. If a company does right by it, you will hear about it. And Driftwood is one of those companies. And I was shitting kittens, because this right here is expensive. Just like everything Driftwood is expensive. This right here would be so good in my 18-wheeler. Epically good. Anybody hates their preamp and you want to sell it cheap because I am a cheap motherfucker, I'll buy it off you. If the price is right. Because I could take that in my 18-wheeler and I could use that all day, every day in my truck and be happy as shit. It's so damn good. It really is. Is it worth the money? That's the big question people ask. And I'm going to go with, yeah, it is. Again, I wish it would come with a power source. I mean, the power source that I do have with it for here in the States is kind of hinky. I get why it's there. It's because overseas they have a different plug than we do, so it has an adapter on it. But, yeah. I'd like to see the noise gate in it. But then again, I have a whole shelf full of noise gates. So I'm not hurting for noise gates. I just didn't want to use one for the purpose of this video so you could hear the actual raw sounds from this, because it's literally, it's going directly into my arachnid. This is my chain. We have my signature deviant guitar. It's called a linchpin, by the way. Ask for it by name. I don't get nothing from it. I'm just glad the dude built the guitar I thought up in my head. So that's going into the Driftwood preamp, which is going into my arachnid 2x12. I have a DB77 mic'd up by Eminence with a Sennheiser E609. That is going into that camera right there. Yeah, that is a Zoom QN8. No computers, no nothing, man. I zip it straight from that camera right onto my cell phone and I post this shit up on the internet for you. Alright. So hey, please check out Leveler. Not only because they're a great band, and they're out of Denver, Colorado. Kyle Augustine again, thank you so much, buddy, for letting me use this, and I'm sorry this ended up being the most epic of all fuck shows. I'm sorry your pedal had to leave the country and then all this crap, and I apologize to Merrick at Driftwood for breaking everything I touch of Driftwood. I don't know what it is. It's like I literally am Driftwood's incubus. Maybe we should take and learn a lesson from this. Hey Merritt, if you're ever wanting to test something to see if it's strong enough for general public, send it to me. I'll test it for you. Apparently I'm the bar when it comes to fucking up Driftwood stuff. God, I wish I was making that up. I really do. I wish I was making that up. So hey, as we roll out of this, if you're still with me, please hang out. I'm going to play like the last minute of that song by Leveler called Perfect Prison. Take a second to listen to it. If you liked what you saw in the beginning, you liked the part you heard while we showed the pedal, and you liked the tail end of the song, go track these guys down. They are very easy to find. And do these dudes a solid. Clearly, at least their guitar player is a super nice guy. He sent a very expensive thing to a total fucking stranger. That's faith. But forget that. The music's awesome. Just saying. The music's awesome. So, yeah, go check it out, stream it, and give these guys some love. Go check out their socials and stuff. Because really, at the end of the day, it's good music. And before there was Metallica, there was a local band called Metallica. Before Burning Body was Upon a Burning Body, they were just some band basically playing shit clubs in a nowhere hole in friggin' Texas. Alright? Just saying. They all were local bands at one point, and somebody had to believe in them. And if it's good music, it should be celebrated. And none for nothing, there's a lot of shit music out there today. My God, it's mind-numbing how much shit music is out there. So please, if you take anything from this, besides the fact this is an incredible piece of gear and my guitar playing sucks ass, although I am playing through some pretty dope-ass shit, so you can go fuck yourself. Ha! Joke's on you, motherfucker. Keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. Go check out Leveler. Check out Driftwood. Don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. And enjoy a minute of the tail end of the song, Perfect Prison by Leveler. I will see you on the other side. Later.